Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rudler, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，感谢您收看本期直击美股，我是主持人 Jolie， 在华尔街向您问好。今天是5月3日，星期三，今天股市整体低开。在昨天闭市之后，苹果发布了财报数据，显示销售额低于预期。尽管在中国大陆的销售额有了一定的增长，受此不利影响，纳指也是承受了一定的压力。今天纳指下滑。在经济数据方面 ，ADP 今天发布数据显示，4月份私营企业就业人数新增了17.7万人，这也是略高于华尔街预期的。在今天美东时间下午2点的时候，美联储发布消息显示，将维持基准利率在0.75%至1%不变，这也是符合分析员预期的。今年将一共再加息2次，下一次很有可能将在6月份，但是5月份加息的希望已经不大了。展望本周五将会有非常重要的非农就业数据公布。星期日，法国将举行第2轮总统大选。纵观全球，欧洲股市今天整体小幅下挫，亚洲股市涨跌互现。更多的详细资讯，请关注今天的交易员访谈。Hi Scott, we have a very busy week this week, and so what are you watching right now, and what's the expectations of the market?
Well, S&P 500 is hovering near the 2,400 old high. So the question is, will there be enough power to get it above it? So, we've been consolidating for 6-7 sessions ever since the French elections gap up. So I think traders would like to see us break higher, but there are definitely a few vulnerability spots. If you look here at the chart, though, at this point, you had this nice gap up after the French elections to take us out of this 3-month range, but you had to be long to really enjoy some of those gains. If not, if you positioned here on that Monday, you don't have much breathing room. But we are sitting here holding the 8-day, looking nice and consolidated. In my humble opinion, I am long the spiders, and I'm hoping that maybe with the Fed being a little hawkish, that growth is, or the little numbers were a little transitory, that this could actually trigger above this. So I'm in tier 1 now versus today's low, and I'm hoping that by end of the week we could take this out. But I'm not balls to the wall, but I do think it looks constructive still.
Apple, Facebook, and Tesla all released their earnings. How does earnings season affect the technology sector?
Well, the technology's had such a major run, so these earnings reports have to be blockbuster. So at this point, I think it's healthy for these stocks to consolidate, rebuild because of the size of the run. Now, if you look at Apple underwhelmed, but they got a pass. What do you mean by a pass? Well, look at the size of this run from the last earnings report, and now all of a sudden, we talked about it, whether it could hold this prior breakout, and it did. It was down almost $2.50 and came off those lows, so it's acting very well, even though it had a major move. Google also had a major move, and it still, held its earnings gap, gave you a little red dog reversal here, and now on its way up. So we'll see, what Amazon could do moving forward. Amazon, has been consolidating after its big move post earnings, so it still looks like it's hanging in there to potentially break out. So tech is very strong. You just got to be a little careful because of the size of the breakout that it's already had, but this has been the place to be. And as long as it's above the 8-day or above the 21-day, you're trying to be constructive on tech. You just try not to add too much while it's extended from these moving averages.
Fed keeps rate unchanged, so what's its impact on the banks and small caps?
Well, I'm the longest the banks that I've been in a while today. My thought was if they could be neutral to hawkish, meaning slower growth is transitory and that June hike could be here, I wanted to add to my Bank of America, and let me show you why. Bank of America, to me, has been going sideways, acting somewhat well, so I figured, hey, it held this big support going sideways. You had this gap up that kind of wound up holding here the last few sessions, and then look at the size of this bar. So to me, it's worthy of a buy here, especially if you sold it into strength. This morning I went over a chart of the XLF, pretty much showing you the same thing. What it would mean, here was big support that held, then all of a sudden, broke above this, and now you just had another sideways consolidation. So I was a buyer versus this spot, which was 23.53, and now it closed real strong. So we'll see if it could reclaim the 50-day. It's going to need a decent jobs report on Friday to get that follow through.
Crude fell below $48 per barrel. Do you see an opportunity buy?
It bounced today. I would say, crude I would stay away from. Just be aware that if crude gets below $47, it can go from being a lagward to a headwind. Today it bounced. Let's hope that 47 holds on crude.
Thank you so much. I think that's all for today.
Yes, and we'll have more each day. And as earnings season winds down, we'll go from the micro, each report, to the macro. And right now, today was one of those days. Fed didn't surprise, but they kept, I think, the 2 more hikes on plan. And I'm hoping that it's June, and that should help the banks right here. And then we'll see if technology takes a rest, and if S&P 500 S&P cash could hold 2380 to take out that 2400 by the weekend. But I would have 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door, and be on your toes.
好了，以上就是本期节目的所有内容了，感谢您的收看，祝您交易顺利，我们下期节目再见。